yourself.
Precisely the question. It's always about control. He's determined when Ragnarok begins, and now he controls the wolves. A battle fought on his timetable is a battle he better stand.
A joyous day indeed.
Ooh, this one is louder than the last.
Milady, please tell us. Why were you in this physical form? Why fight us?
I do not know. The soul of a Valkyrie cannot remain pure in a physical body. We belong in the spirit world, which is where I now go. Goodbye.
अरे महीन का बर्थडे है भैया, आग लगा देंगे, आग लगा देंगे, आग लगा देंगे।
What आग अनु? मेरे पार्टी पे तो पानी फिर गया है। Everyone has ditched my party to go to Myntra's. Free gifts दे रहे हैं ना?
अरे महीन छोड़ो सब कुछ, मैं तुम्हें एक फ्री गिफ्ट देता हूँ, वो भी सुरीला, बिल्कुल सुरीला, यानी कि जब मिंत्रा ने फ्री गिफ्ट बरसाया, महीन के हाथ से एक आया।
I wouldn't want to speculate.
You know something.
Smart man alive. I know many things.
Dead.
Sigrun, the Queen of the Valkyries. She would have that power. The last time I saw her, she was corporeal herself. She came to visit me long after I'd been imprisoned by Odin.
Why?
Well, we had history, I
And if you
guess
mean
you
to
could
make your
say.
career as a counsellor to kings,
Romantic
you
history?
very well
Ah,
be like
you're
petty
making me
mage.
blush.
Available positions are
Can I
scarce
still
enough.
blush?
First we hunt these creatures, and now we chase your
As
former
well,
lover.
I
We
learned
do
from
not
him
need
the
this
enduring
distraction.
power.
It's more than a
It
distraction.
served me well with
Father,
kings
these
and
are
gods
Valkyries.
alike.
They're the ones who
I
keep
could
the
have been
dead
much
from
older than
overrunning
you when it
Midgard.
started.
Then they are terrible
Very
at their
good.
job.
It's not their fault, brother. Someone changed them. Kept them from their duty.
The Queen?
I can't say for sure, lad. We should ask more of them. If, of course, you don't mind the distraction.
King's errand boy and unofficial jester. One night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Two fellows, they called us Mavis Pixelax. Get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Ugh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of cartoons.
And you got all these things.
There's a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he valued, a mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a perfect sea of visions. gouging out his own eyes, and I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him that it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Visions. He was greatly impressed. I'd say for sure he saw the lead to try gouging out his own eyes, and I managed to restrain him from sight to be bestowed. I used to think he never caught on, but the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been all my wisdom and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side, and for a long, long time he really was. That's what he did. I was young enough to still be ambitious. All forces I've come across, I really like this today with some sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from Ireland himself with opens here, since he trusted no one but himself. That kind of faith, let's confess, he's only never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only to contain him, to protect him from himself, serving peace as his interests as well as the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, pushing me up, rain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and concocted a new style, passion for a torch.
So, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Keep reading.
Studio. make a video सिलों से नो जोन ये गए काम में लगाओ समय से ईएम में चुकाओ क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ नहीं तो मेरे फोटो तो ले लो
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्धि
Hey man, this sounds cool. Hey, Magni and Modi, would you pick up twits you won't likely find in the halls of Asgard? Don't you anything the uncle pulls them up to? We are fools. Well, dangerous fools to be sure. When they work together, they're formidable. But too often it's a petty competition. Terribly strong, even as children. I remember the time Hrungnir the Brawler fell upon Thorn at the time.
Mimir, you never told us what Agni and Modi had to do.
No, Hrungnir fell slain upon Thorn. Was that nobody in the court could get the stone body off it. Well, there's no use at this point. The brain rattled, the breath shallow. None of Odin's men were nearly strong enough to help. Enter the Agnian body, following in shrubs. And while nobody but himself was looking, he Hrungnir's corpse and three father. And maybe Wanda all here remained named to the end. Which I don't want to tell you about now.
So, Mimir, seem like maybe you know Robinson.
Or the Vulture Brothers. Well, who doesn't? They're quite famous, or infamous, depending on your point of view. They crafted Mjolnir, you see. Thor's hammer, the Aesir's greatest metal weapon, the bane of giant kind.
They made Thor's hammer? I don't think they'd like this.
Oh, I should say not. But this was long ago, and they were eager to make a name for themselves. Thanks.
Hang on. Mimir, you called Robinson the Vulture Brothers? They're doors. And Vulture sprites of the forest.
Beautiful, seductive sprites of the forest.
So why would you call Robinson the Vulture Brothers?
Oh, and innocent ears.
Whatever. Maybe I can fly.
It's too mistaken.
Don't be mad.
Oh, no! Dodge too must stay on the path. I promise you.
Look, don't be mad. I've seen those blades fish before. They were under the house when I was hiding. Is that why you never let me down there? Where did they come from?
They are my blood. Life that's behind me.
Well, they're in my life too. And I'd like to hear that story.
Those days are dead. To relive them is needless.
How can it be needless if it's the truth?
One day, you will understand.
Take your word for it.
Boy, over here.
A loving gift from the giants. Since I used to do so much traveling between realms, I thought it would be more convenient for me than having a crystal I could lose.
Did it hurt?
No, because I wisely fortified myself with 16 cups of billow made sail. So inebriated, I tried convincing the giants to put them in my nipples instead. Oh, was talked into it too. Imagine. Failure of the Bifrost teeth. Days. I'll go there.
Another one here.
This thing's called Seer Turret. Must be a fire giant.
Aye, the first and original.
Makes a flaming sword.
A weapon of legend.
He fights Thor and Odin. But is that the past or the future?
That may be a matter of perspective.
New Year. Is there a story for the giant with the flaming sword?
Shoot the blade. Of course. You've spoken so much of frost giants. It's about time we instead met the most powerful giant of all. Back when Ymir was emerged from India, it was super full of death. He came from Muspelheim, the fire realm, bringing heat to the young cosmos, kindling the sun from his primordial flame. Let's come back to that flaming sword, shall we? Surt the Brave forged his sword of flame for one purpose alone. Burn down Asgard and drag them off once at last. His destiny so do strike the blow that leaves their realm from the destruction. Until then, never sleeping, ever owning his mighty blade.
Good.
Hey, generous. Who knows he lives? All because he chooses to serve a grand cycle, so much bigger than himself. To truly embrace your purpose and the patience and sacrifice it demands is to ensure
Destroyed.
they will.
Even if we could take the card up. The next platform broke when we fought the dragon.
When that day
Did
comes.
you already forget?
I've seen enough.
Don't you two have more important business to take care of?
I need that alchemist for something I'm doing up for you. If you're smart, find him.
for war between the gods. But you, little brother, you can see.
भाई सही में बता रहा हूँ ये सुन के मेरी गर्दन में हेडेक हो गया मेरी टांगें इधर उधर हिलने लगी तो भाई ब्रेक स्पॉट पे चल गया ना मैंने प्रूफ दिखाई ना मैंने अपना नाम बताया थैंक को पता मैं कौन हूँ कौन नहीं सिर्फ डेट ऑफ बर्थ और थैंक से बता दिया और उसके बाद भाई मैंने हर चीज पूछ ली कि 2024 में क्या होने वाला है वो फाइनेंशियल सेंटर के बारे में क्या
Told me about it. Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there, Thor, even the World Serpent. Oh, Thor must have smashed his head apart. See? Look, Hromnir's body squished him. Idiot.
You are full of stories.
Another Valkyrie.
When you tell
Are we doing this?
everything on my
Thank
action.
you. Pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want to crop up, do you? Very good.
Did he steal Thor's hammer? Mimir, why don't you tell us the story of the giant that stole Thor's hammer?
You have freed me.
Who did this to you?
I remember only pain and my queen. She locked me down here? But why?
Ah, Sigrun.
I must leave you now. I must find her. I must remember.
Sounds like your queen is responsible, Head.
Aye. When I saw her last, she was different. Changed. And not just that she was in physical form. She was more volatile. I tried to talk to her about it, but she had just come to say goodbye. Didn't find me.
I'm sorry, Mimir. We'll find her.
Not sure she wants to be found. I just don't understand why she would do this. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
And if she is responsible?
Then we'll have to stop her. The Valkyries must be freed, and we're the only ones capable.
We?
Well, who do you think's gonna watch your back?
Certainly, my boy.
There. Have you destroyed this?
The statue stands no longer, Spirit.
Then my bond to this realm is severed, and I am off to find the real God of Thunder. He will know retribution. My deepest gratitude.
Off he goes. Brave guy. Went to look for Thor on his own.
He is a fool.
Where did the spirit leave us?
An offering to one of the gods.
Can we use it?
No, but perhaps the dwarves can.
Night. When Hammer was produced as the wedding dowry, Thor revealed himself. He kicked back the Mjolnir and wasted no time in smashing Thrym's skull, followed by every other giant present for the festivities. The only thing that put a stop to it was Freya, who wanted no part of this massacre. She cast a powerful spell that hurtled them both out of Jotunheim with no means of return. Odin was livid, hoping that Thor's foothold in Jotunheim would become his own. Would he ever revenge himself upon Freya?
What is the point of this story, Ed?
Well, for Thrym, the lesson would be to keep his priorities
Did you
straight.
take a look at this?
For Freya, it's that doing good has a price. For Thor, it's
Tyr
that
would
no
have been
object
pleased
of
as
power
pleased
makes you
knowing
look
these
bad.
offerings were being turned to armor.
Did you know him? What was he like?
Never you mind, boy. Tyr's dead. Best not to dig up the past.
The dwarf speaks wisely, for once.
To work it is. Later, then.
And if what you are is the biggest butcher...
Let's try this again, without interruptions. fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
You're familiar with the tale of Skoll and Hoti, bringers of day and night?
Oh yeah, the wolf giants.
Aye. They were born of the archwolf Hrothwitnir, a great nemesis of the Aesir gods. Or I can just tell you this story later.
Another name.
Someone who loved the Valkyries enough to do this. I wonder. Perhaps the Queen?
What's that down there?
Skoll and Hati, the bringers of day and night. Odin captured them as pups and kept them in the kennels of Asgard to hold his foe at bay. Or I can just tell you the story later.
Golvik's bones.
What will you say to her? Mother. Nothing said.
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She's dead, boy.
I know that,
Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Like, Fafnir stole... No.
Perhaps we keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
Another piece of the language cipher. Good. How did your friend become a dragon, Ymir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. This little scrote was a constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Vanir alike.
Then why free him?
Trust the recently liberated, brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this. Even a greedy little dwarf come dragon.
Hold on. Let me read this.
always questioning. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess.
Time to set him free. Think he'll remember you?
I don't know, lad. A lot's changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs.
Yes, sir.
There you go, you wee little bugger. Well, I think Dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
Nothing to say for those leaf libraries.
Let's be able to show you the location of the all pieces of the Niflheim cipher so you can complete the usage of the rooms and locate the room. Timestamps are in the description of the video each to play as well in case you need them.
What would you say to Mother?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There is nothing left to say.
What about everything we've done so far? That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things.
No.
Translate those Niflheimers.
Because some things should be easy. Easy to work, easy to ride, easy on your pocket and on the eyes. With the new Urban Roll Easy, India rides easy. Complete. Emir's kind did not all perish that day. Staying afloat in the hollowed husk of a tree, the frost giant Bergelmir endured, as did his lady wife.
I miss her too.
For weeks they sailed, until finally they came upon a new land. They called it Jotunheim. And there they would start anew. As father and mother, they would multiply exceedingly, and as king and queen, they would live in Jotunheim, a land where giants would know no master.
But when the sun and moon grew mutinous and stood still, Odin put Skoll and Hati to use. With his ancient magics, he cast the wolves to the heavens, and they began their chase. And long shall they chase, but not endlessly. For it is foretold that someday Skoll and Hati shall devour their freedom.
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all three of my ships across the lake.
Look here.
Yes, sir. Another map. Great.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I just gotta return the boots. Want to see what we can trade those for? Well?
Well, what?
The brazier?
If you must.
Kvekia.
Well done, boys. Never thought I'd see it.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many winters ago, and I've been itching to see them get theirs.
So you died after all the flooding?
Indeed. I came to the Lake of Nine to pillage Tyr's temple, but I underestimated the severity of the desolation.
Have you seen other men? Living? A bearded one with tattoos?
Only the one standing in front of me. Thank you both for avenging my death.